The Surrender is a doc that is loosely within the frame of a film like Citizen 4. It's elevating the role of the whistleblower, of the person who exposes government surveillance, and putting them out in that role as both a hero and an anti-hero.
Stephen Kim was one of the U.S. government's top experts on North Korea. He's now facing trial and 15 years in prison for allegedly leaking classified information to a Fox News reporter, a charge Kim adamantly denies.
You really feel the pain of this guy. You really feel the treachery that he has suffered, because he's been doing what he regards as his democratic duty in the country that's supposed to be the heart of freedom and is supposed to protect journalists. It's a real love letter to the whistleblower. It's a love letter to the journalist. But it's also this horrible and heartbreaking story of a guy who has basically been exposed and just completely left to himself. And you get the feeling that the filmmaker is this really crucial outlet for him.
It's an amazing film. It's something that everybody should watch. It's just such an important issue, and you have all these things happening around this issue right now. It's a unique moment. I think we're going to look back in history at this moment and see that a lot of the major decisions about our privacy were made in this 5 to 10 year period that we're in right now. Really remarkable footage at the end of the film when he's going to jail and you're there with him. I mean, I think that's what great filmmaking does, is it puts you in the seat of the other. The big takeaway for me on this film is just seeing this collision that's now happening between classic documentary filmmakers. I mean, come on, Laura's an Oscar winner, she's at the top of that game. Colliding to the world that we're in as still photographers, I think this is a wonderful thing, because you're seeing a lot of cross-pollination of ideas. And at the end of the day, nobody is really reading the credit lines. They're either moved and inspired and educated by a film, or they're not. And I think this film does all three of those. It will move you, it will inspire you, it will educate you about an issue that we all need to be thinking about. Where is that line between our rights as private citizens and the government's role in monitoring us?
And I think it leaves you as the viewer asking a lot of questions about whether you've played a role in not defending whistleblowers enough, whether you think that the crackdowns on freedoms that are being done in your name are okay if it means that people like this guy on screen are suffering this much. And I also think that it's interesting because Edward Snowden and Julian Assange and all of the kind of famous whistleblowers like that get so much attention, but it does make you wonder how many more people there are like this who don't get Oscar prize-winning attention, and so it's very important that films about these people are made, even if it feels like you're repeating a story that you've seen before. We really need to see these films.